Hi guys, welcome back to my Bribe XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Ninja Master Hawkeye. So let's start on how to use him on the normal form. So first, he is absolute mirror of equity chainer. Sounds bad, right? Because who still uses mirror of equity on today? No one, right? So I can say he is the stronger mirror of equity chainer. That's it. And his mirror of equity chainer, I can say that it's nice, but you need to use it multiple times to reach maximum damage modifier. So like you can see here, for fire, water, and earth element, he can reach 96 times, but you need to use it 11 times. Don't you think it's simply too much? Because really guys, 11 times mean about 3 to 4 turns. For this 96 times damage, nothing special. Okay, for thunder, you only need to use it 5 times. So I can say that this form is, the main element for him is thunder. Okay, and remember all of these mirror of equity elements also come with 120% in peril. So yes, it's very nice. And yes, he has non-elemental mirror of equity, but it only deals 72 times, which is average and standard, so really nothing special. And the biggest advantage on this normal form is he has 300% beast killer. So yes, 300% is kind of overkill. And yes, don't get me wrong, it's very nice when you fight against beast, but I simply prefer, let's say, a character to have, let's say, 2 or 3 killers with 100%, 150% instead of this one big 300% beast killers. Because I can say it's kind of overkill, but yes, that's just me. And for his limit burst on this normal form, I can say it's probably not good at all. First, it only deals 160 times, not a bad damage, but definitely not something amazing. And yes, it is 8 hits attack, which make it harder to chain. Okay, and yes, the limited burst damage buff only 150%, so yeah, nothing special really guys. So this normal form, I can say, pretty bland and nothing interesting. So let's take a look on his Brave form. So on this Brave form, I can say this is where he shines. Okay, first, the mirror of equity chain deals more damage. It can deal 200 times, yes, finally 200 times dark damage. So with triple cast, you can deal 600 times per turn, which is quite high, but the problem is also the same. You need to use it 14 times, which means 4 to 5 turns. Insane, right? That's too long, in my opinion. But yes, again, the imperil is nice, 130%. So yes, I can say his main element on this form is dark. And for bolting strike chain, I don't think you need to see about this because it deals very low damage, only 36 times. And yes, the break, it is usable 80%, but still I believe you always want to use at least 85% on today. So unusable for damage and break, just forget it. For Cast Wave Awaken, he is only triple caster, so pretty meh in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, the thing that make him special on this form is he has 90% defense break. So from what I can remember, the only characters which have this 90% defense break are Lara Croft and Venera. Those two characters are limited, so this is your chance for you. This is a chance to get that 90% defense break. If you're really into dark vision, class of will, you want to deal lots of damage, then trust me, 5% difference in breaks make a lot of jump on your damage. Okay, very nice, but another special thing about this 90% defense break are this kind of lasts forever on battle. Because from previous two characters, Lyra and Venera, their 90% break comes from Granny's ability. So once you run out of charges, you cannot use it anymore. But for Ninja Master Hawkeye, it is a turn cooldown ability. So yes, after waiting 2 turns, you can use 90% defense break. But again, maybe you don't need that, because usually when you use 90% defense break, you want to deal finishing blow, and the enemy gonna beat that after that turn. So maybe you don't need this. About 6 turns cooldown. So basically what I want to say is, if you already have Lyra or Venera, then I can say you probably don't need this Ninja Master Hawkeye. And for the Brave Shift Limit Burst, I can say it is much better than the normal form. It can reach 280 times. So yes, very high. And the best part is it is flexible. Okay, so you can change the element, depends on your weapon or your imbue. Very nice. And sure, it is 24 hits attack, but you can chain it perfectly with Absolute Mirror of Equity. I mean triple cast Absolute Mirror of Equity. So very nice, right? And the damage is also not bad. It can deal like 1680 times. So very nice. Okay, so that's on how to use his Brave Shift form, but let's compare him to other characters. So the biggest rival for this Ninja Master Hawkeye, I can say, is Lara Croft, because both are recent characters, kind of fresh characters. And yes, the biggest advantage that Hawkeye has is, remember that Hawkeye is true dual wield character, so yeah, I can say he is easier to manipulate the element. For Lara Croft, she is true double hand characters on Brave Shift form, so it's a little bit harder if you don't have Imbuer on battle. Okay, and yes, the Ninja Master Hawkeye Brave Shift Limit Burst has better damage modifier compared to Lara Croft. 280 times versus 250 times. Okay, so yes, I can say maybe Ninja Master Hawkeye has better potential because of higher damage modifier. And yes, like I said before, this Hawkeye has permanent in quote defense break, unlike Lara Croft, which only lasts for 2 turns. Okay, and yes, that's his biggest advantages. But Lara also maybe better. Sure, Hawkeye has better damage modifier, but remember, Lara Brave Shift Limit Burst has built-in 300% limit burst damage. So Lara is very easy to make her into having 600% limit burst damage in total. 300% passive, 300% from buff. It is very easy. But for Hawkeye, you need to have support like Roka or STMR from Lightning Fast Zidane. Okay, and Lara has more killers. For Hawkeye, it is either beast or undead, and on Brave Shift it's undead. Okay, so yes, not that great. For super, if you compare him against Super Limit Burst, I can say that Hawkeye is better because his element is really flexible. Okay, really nice, and you don't need to wait for certain turn after you use it. Basically, after you use your limit burst, you can use it again after it is max. And yes, very easy. Unlike for super limit burst characters, you need to wait again for 3 to 5 turns to be able to use their limit burst. Okay, so that's all for the comparison. Now my conclusion for Hawkeye. So yes, like I said, that the major advantage of this Hawkeye is 90% defense break. So if you don't have it now, you probably want to have it. But if you already have Lara Croft or Venera, then I can say you have lost half of the reason to get this character. And sure, I can say he's flexible, he's very strong, absolute mirror of equity chainers, but again, who used mirror of equity? Not sure, right? Maybe they're gonna release Rebirth become mirror of equity chainers, but not sure. Okay, but at this point, mirror of equity is same like kind of useless chaining move. That's my opinion. Okay, and for the Thrustmaster reward, I can say it's very nice Thrustmaster, 50 attack, quite nice, and it also grants you Demon Killer, 50% Demon Killer. Okay, very nice, and 500 attack for Hawkeye. So I can say that in terms of stats, Hawkeye is kind of same because both get 500 attack from the equipment and another 500 when they reach X+3. And for STMR, yes, it's basically the Sora Kingdom Hearts 3 STMR with different names. So if you already have Sora Kingdom Hearts 3 STMR, I don't think you need to chase this one. Okay, but yes, it is very good, including the Vision card. The Vision card is really good, guys. It gives you 110 raw attack and magic. And yeah, of course, 80% attack and magic. So it's really good for hybrid and yes, basically for mage or physical DPS, because it is not restricted to any weapon. Too bad the limit burst damage is restricted to mana unit. So yes, I think that's all you need to know about Hawkeye. I can give him maybe, yeah, to be honest, I want to give him like 8. But because he has that 90% defense break, I can say that maybe 9 out of 10. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all you need to know about this character. Probably not that special if you don't need 90% defense break, but again, on this Trials of Mana event, he will be a great help because he gets 300% parameter boost. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye, guys.